We're on the Kicks. We're on the Rumbles. I don't even know what Rumble is, but there's a few people over there. We got lots of switchers. X is off the chain, and YouTube is just catching up. We're going to start a scenario. We have a fantastic campaign made by the one and only Hooligan, who has made many scenarios on the Steam Workshop for Sea Power, Naval Combat in the Missile Age. They're all free, by the way. You can download these yourself. And we're going to begin his 10 scenario campaign called 89 Red Horizon. It is an alternative timeline where instead of the Cold War ending the way it did, it actually goes hot and it begins in the Pacific, which was very likely at the time. I should know. I was there. So let's see what happens whenever we begin the first mission called Whispers of the Sea. Let me check my audio levels. I'm not muted, which is a nice change. Sometimes I'll get 6 minutes into a stream and people can't hear a word I'm saying, but they can watch me talk and they're just laughing it up in the chat until I finally realize I hadn't unmuted my microphone. Not today. Nope. Today, we're going to be playing the game with full audio. All right. As we can see here, we have a lot of words on the screen from the Admiral. Those are called orders, and we let the officers read those, so we're going to file those away where those belong, off to the side, and we're just going to begin the campaign. We don't need orders where we're going. Let's take a look at what's going on. Since we didn't read the orders, I have no idea. Listen, if they want me to read their orders, they're going to have to pay me more. Okay, listen. All right, so we have to do, this is off the coast of Alaska. This is the Aleutian Island chain, right? Let me zoom out a little bit for you. You see that? Right there. This is the Kamchatka Peninsula. 2 very large naval submarine bases over there. Russian, Soviet era submarine bases. And they're coming over here to do a little snooping around Alaska. Now, in 1989, we didn't allow that kind of crap to happen, okay? It's not 2025. No. This is Cold War paranoia. What the hell are the Soviets doing in our backyard? Despite the fact that they happen to live a few miles off the coast, but that's fine. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to let them get anywhere near Alaska. So we have only 3 units in this scenario. We got the P-3 Orion. We got the USS Providence, little submarine here, one I'm very familiar with. Was never attached to it, but I've been on board it because I knew people on it when I was in the Navy. And then we got Gary. Gary's a special ship. Now you might be asking yourself, who names a ship Gary? Well, Cold War United States did. While other nations were naming their ships things like Audacious and, Ark Royal and Hermes and all these great names, we have Gary. And Gary's our lead ship today. He's in charge of defending the United States, beginning with Alaska. So, we're going to get Gary. He's got a couple helicopters, being who he is. And we're going to get those guys up in the air. Launch both of them. Get off the ground. Providence. We're going to make sure Providence has a towed array. Let's see. Is towed array deployed for Providence? We don't know yet. And that answer is no.
Stream the towed array.
Well,
Sonar eye.
All right. So Providence, Sonar Chief's not doing his job. But it's okay. That's why we're here. We're going to do it for him. And then finally, the P-3. We have to keep the Russians outside the red circle. I don't know why the Admiralty had to make that 5 pages long whenever someone like me can write the orders, keep the bad guys out the red circle. Period. End transmission, BT. That's how I would operate the Navy. We'd save a lot of money in paper. But, so that's what we're going to get our little P-3 Orion here. Now, it's not a very nice day. We got a low ceiling. Ceiling's about, what, 6,000 to 10,000 feet. We're sitting up here at 25,000 feet looking down on it. We can't see the ground, the water, but we do have a radar, and it's on. We got a couple surface contacts. We're going to get on the horn, ask them who the heck they are.
701 is classified. Neutral, merchant.
All right. He's out here fishing. He's doing his thing. Probably filling some kind of Deadliest Catch TV show. You know, those guys, chuckleheads off the coast of Alaska. This guy's not responding. I ain't got time for that. He's not going towards the red circle, so he's fine. So, let's talk about sonar performance here. Do you see the shallow water? Okay, first of all, maybe I should explain how to read a map, because there's probably people out there that don't know. It's fine. It's okay. Most people can't. I happen to know people who can't. I might be married to one. It's hilarious whenever we go driving. On the map, this is landmass. These are little islands, and the light color is very shallow water. 100, 200 feet, relatively shallow compared to the ocean. Okay? And then as you get deeper and deeper, it gets a little bit bluer and bluer. So you go from light bluish gray to more blue. That's deeper water out here. The transition area, often called the continental shelf, is a very unique geographical formation that can help you detect sound. However, we're in a bad position for that because we're in a position to be detected. So what we want to do is we want to get the hell off this shelf, or off this, the transition between the shelf and deeper water. You don't want to be right where we're at. So let's get off this. Let's zoom out. Let's get our towed array kind of out here, go in this direction. All right, so that's lesson 1. Now, if you're colorblind, reading a map like this would be difficult, so that's acceptable. I get that. Are these guys in formation? They should not be, but let's check it. Okay, good. Yeah. I launched 2 at a time, so I didn't want them to be attached to each other. Let's make sure he's in the air. He's not. Never give an order to go anywhere while they're on the flight deck, because that sometimes messes it up. Just a little gameplay note for you. All right, so we're going to come out here and we're going to start doing some sonar buoy searching. We don't have too many. It's a helicopter. You know, only got 15 sonar buoys total, some active, some passive. I'm going to lay one kind of out ahead of Gary here. So this is about the range at which you want to be off the continental shelf. Now I'm just ballparking it here. This is not like...
New surface contact detected.
Okay, 16,000 yards. It depends on a lot of things. But this is a good start. We're going to be 8 nautical miles off the transition from shallow to deep water. We're going to start laying our pattern here. So if there's anything between our sonar buoy and shallow water, we're very likely to hear it. Trust. I'm not going to explain why, because that's probably a little bit too much detail. It's beyond the scope. All right, so apparently this guy's leaving the red area like a proper contact should. You should not be in the red area. No one's allowed in the red area, sir. Get out. All right, I'm going to ask him who he is and what was he doing in my red area. We'll see if he responds to that. Now, we do have the radar up for the P3, so I don't see anybody else in the red area. So our position going forward is very clear. Nobody gets in the red area. All right, that's what we're doing. 5 pages from the Admiral. He likes to talk. He's a chatter. He's, that guy. We just stick him in the wardroom with some coffee, a couple junior officers, and they, the rest of us can get some work done. That's how we deal with the Admiral here. All right, is our other helicopter up? All right, where's the ship at? There he is. Gary's there. Good job, Gary. Keep it up.
Roger. Turn 287.
Now, listen, Gary, I don't want you to take offense to this, but there's another red area I haven't shown yet. It's called Escape. This is probably what page 3, 4, and 5 said that I didn't read. So I'm going to go ahead and send Gary to Escape.
Turn to course 105. Hell my.
And we're also going to tell Gary to speed the hell up.
Ahead flank.
Run away,
Maneuvering
Gary.
eye.
It's a tactical repositioning, Gary. That's what we're going to put in the orders. That way he doesn't take offense. But we're getting the hell out of Dodge. That's the point. Getting the hell out of Dodge. All right, we need to find some contacts. We put our towed array out. How fast is our submarine going? 5 knots. Or 10 knots, rather. Let's make that 5 knots. Let's slow down to head
Ahead
1/3
1/3.
on the Providence.
Maneuvering eye. New surface contact detected.
Aha. See? Slow down, gain contacts. That's how that... Oh, okay, it's radar contact. It was fine. EW mission. Very low power. Let's take a look. Who do we have here? I got to pause because he's jumping around. Oh, crap. I meant to say information. Okay. He's probably not going to identify himself because we don't have the contact. This guy's emitting some kind of radar. So let's figure out what that radar is, and then we can classify him. That's how that works. Radar, ESM anyway, is very much like sonar, just in a different frequency band. A lot of the theory is the same. So it's just that, it's different power levels, different frequencies. So he's got a couple of, it could be the New Jersey, could be the Iowa. press X for doubt. I don't think it's one of those. I think if the Iowa was deployed off the coast of the Aleutians, well, that was probably page 5. Okay, it might be the Iowa, or it could be the Terakazi. Oh, sneaky Japanese. Yeah, they might be up here. Okay, well, we're going to continue to record their radar, and we're going to get more and more options of what it might be. This is the P3, by the way, detecting them. Next time I'll have to read the references on page 5. All right, Gary. Good job, Gary. Keep running, brother. Yeah. Isn't that a pretty sunrise? Yeah, you go to the sun. Go to the bright light. Gary doesn't know I'm saving his life right now. All right, Providence. It's up to us. We got to do the work, man. You and me. We got to find these contacts, dude. What's going on? We are, man, we're on that shelf. That sucks. It's called the slope, by the way. The shelf is the flat part up here, hence the name. And then the deep part's down here, also commonly called an abyss or a basin or a flat, which is expensive in England. But out here, it's free and it's very deep. Now, the transition between these two things is often a slope because it has a gradient that goes from one depth to another. And so we're all kind of on that slope right now, which means we're really vulnerable. Okay, we got our first buoy in the water. That's outstanding. I'm not even going to wait. We're going to maintain contact with that buoy, but I'm moving my...
Roger, turn
we're moving out.
259.
And second helicopter, he's coming up here. We are going to find out who's out here. And what's our option for this contact information? All right, could still be the Iowa. You know what we're going to do? We're going to close range. I doubt if he's inside the red circle. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we just got radar contact. This is a very important moment. If you're playing the game, I would recommend moments like this you pause so you get exactly the time. But if we do this, we can see that our surface search radar at this altitude is only 24 nautical miles because it's terrible conditions. There's a thick cloud layer between us and the surface, and this is probably a very small contact. It says semi-small right there.
New surface contact detected.
Okay, this guy just lit off his radar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get below that layer, that cloud layer, and see if we get better information on this contact. He's heading right for the circle. That's not allowed. So we're going to ask him to identify himself and see if we can stop him. All right, so let's go back to our P3. If I can select him. Come on, baby. And you're going to, let's get down below the deck, if they will. Let's get down to,
Roger, go to altitude 100.
All right, so we're going to see him do that. So we have a radar emission out to the south. How far away is that from our submarine? What's our range on him? 61 nautical miles. Yeah, see, in deep water, we could probably get him, but because we're on this darn slope, we're kind of at a disadvantage acoustically. So that's why we're not seeing him on the sonar system. Okay. I think our primary focus right now has got to be this contact. He's only... Oh, no. Wow. So he's 11,400 yards from the no-go zone. Crap. All right, we're going to have to do something about this. What are my options on the P3? What do we have here? P3 has sonar buoys and torpedoes. Providence has, of course, torpedoes. Okay. Let's get Providence to periscope depth. I need to talk to him. There it is, depth. Periscope.
Make my depth 36. Dive by.
All right, so whenever we get him to periscope depth, we're going to give him an update on what's going on. He's down here. 1989, he's out of communication. He doesn't know. All right, listen. Cut it out. Oh. People are like, you're on Twitter right now. Yeah, I know. Stop telling me I'm on Twitter. I know I'm on Twitter. I had something to do with that. Okay, let's set a thing over here. We're going to set our first sonar buoy. Up here. We're going to build a sonar buoy network, if you will, a pair of lines out to the west in front of the submarine. I'm going to try and help my submarine out since he doesn't have contact. All right. Are we down below the deck yet? We are. Okay. So we're gonna do a flyby on this guy that's not responding to radio calls. He's not identifying himself. He's closing a no-go zone. He's going to violate the notice to mariners. That's not allowed. What's his range right now? Yeah, he is actually... Wow, he's closing pretty fast. Holy smokes. All right, he's, what 8,000, 9,000 yards away right now? That's him right there. Okay, let's get on him. We're going to just do a flyby so that so we get his attention and try to reach him on the radio again. You can see he's got his running lights on, so he's not trying to be covert.
Track 7004 is classified. Hostile warship.
All right, so what this is a KGB intelligence gathering ship. They had a bunch of these. They still do. They still operate these. They just don't call themselves the KGB anymore. So we're going to go ahead and set up a pattern. Right there. Providence, you have periscope depth yet? All right, go ahead and raise your mast and antennas for me. Let me do it this way. Sensors, periscope, sensors. Oh, boy, sensors, there we go. Not radar, ESM mast. Yeah. I'll have the ESM mast simulate the radar mast, radio mast rather. We'll call it the multifunction mast. All right, so this dude's breaking the rules. He's not stopping. He's KGB, so we're going to disable him with a single, mostly peaceful cruise missile.
Engage track 7004. New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
That's who we're looking for, and he probably just heard that launch too. So let's get off this lower all masted antennas and get deep. Excellent. All right, make your depth. How deep's the water here? 1,300 feet. Go below the layer.
Make my depth 416.
All right, we found our
Standby.
submarine. Let's go up here and drop a buoy on him.
327.
We're going to drop an active sonar buoy right there. We also we are probably going to lose contact on this submarine, so I'm going to mark his position. I'm going to assume a 8 nautical mile range minimum. He is moving away at how many knots? We don't know his speed yet. All right, so what information do we have on him? What's his frequencies? All right, so it's a sonar buoy that's got him. We currently hold detection right now.
Track 7006 is classified. Neutral submerged submarine.
No, dog. Okay. Yeah, no. There's no neutrals. There's no neutrals in Cold War. You're either with us or against us. All right. Yeah, prepare yourself for disabling fire. That's our little P3 up ahead. This guy, our P3 is going to get great video of this. So you see this little antenna on top? Looks like an egg blender. That's a radio direction finder. So they can see what direction radar is coming from. There's another one. And with the separation of these two, they could actually get a good bearing. Yeah. You see this down here? These little panels that go down to the cargo hold? Yeah. So that's where the contraband is. Right down here, this is the room where all the crypto guys are. Oh, and they got another little egg blender there. Look, they got 3 of them. These guys. And here's Ivan on the back smoking. Probably drinking some vodka too. All right, what's the range? I'm gonna get on the radio again and tell them to stop.
Buoy away!
Oh wow, I can't even contact him anymore. Okay, never mind. Listen, y'all in for a bad time, okay? I'm just saying. That's them right there. They about to have a bad day. Okay. So we're trying to get off this slope here. Are we deep yet? All right. Head standard.
Ahead standard. Maneuvering eye.
Deep, so we're not cavitating. I'm letting the Hilo boys keep the attention of this mostly neutral submarine.
Buoy away!
Let's check on our missile. All right. Here's our warning shot. He's 8,000 yards from violating the no-go zone. Listen, I'm doing this for your benefit, little trawler. I'm helping you obey the law. That's what this is. This is a law enforcement harpoon. While we're watching this, we'll read some chat. How you guys doing? I think we have everybody but X. I don't know what it is with Twitter. I can never see Twitter messages whenever we stream. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I got some better lighting, by the way. So now you guys can actually see my face. I don't know why you kept asking for that. I mean, I want to turn the camera off. And some of you do, too, by the way. You guys are... I'm on to you. Anyway. Hey, who is that? Oh, my gosh. Your name is so red. I can feel the communism coming off of him. Yeah, good morning there, Sergeant. Change your color. Jesus, I can't even read that. We got Tanya here. Yeah, that's right. It's War Crime Friday because we missed Wednesday on Twitch. Everybody else saw the war crime except Twitch. And Twitch was like, where's my war crime? I was like, fine. Friday. And if you like it, maybe we'll do it again. All right. Yeah, we're going to stop this guy. This guy, he's 8,000 yards away. Oh, no, he's down to 7,800 yards. This little trawler's moving with purpose. I'm not going to let him break the law. I'm going to keep him honest. Today's stream is powered by coffee, by the way. Keeping me motivated. So something I do like about the modeling in this game is you can see how the harpoon, it has a slight up angle on the flight, because that's kind of how it works. It doesn't just brute force its way through the air. It's got a sustainer motor, so it needs to create some lift with those little fins, and so it has a little bit of an up angle as it kind of crabs through the air, you know. Crabbing would be left-right, but, you know, it's got a little pitch to it. Oh, and we can see the target on the horizon. Let me just real quick take a big picture look because we're about to have some fun. Okay. We're fine. This is fine. I want another active sonar buoy out. You drop that active sonar buoy. Okay. All right, here we go. There they are. Uh-oh. Oh, what's this? Hi, comrade. Stop resisting.
Hit track 700.
You gotta say stop resisting during law enforcement opportunities. There we go. See, he's turning around. It was effective. This is effective use of non-lethal force. Less than lethal. See, look, they're still back here. They're smoking and joking. Everybody's fine. Law and order's restored. And we got some great video of it from up here. We'll be sharing it on the social medias when that's invented in like 20 years. Oh, there they are. Okay. Let's see if they want to talk now. Let's contact them on the radio. Nope. Well, we might have... They probably don't have a radio anymore, so that's fair. That's fair. All right, so he dropped his active sonar buoy. We're keeping an eye on this mostly neutral guy. Let's see what kind of...
Roger. Turn 048.
Okay. We're getting to the end of the slope now. That's why we sped up to 15 knots. But what is our range from our direction of travel to him? He's currently at, 24,000 yards. I'll probably engage him if he goes hot at 16. I'm not going to let him get close to Gary. Got to save Gary. That's right, Gary. Keep running, buddy. You're doing great. Great work, Gary. You know, submariners, we got to take care of the surface fleet because they're a little special. They don't know what's going on. They probably read their orders, though. I mean, I'll give them that. They look at sunrises. They have fresh air. There's their helicopter. Between this helicopter and that helicopter, there's a submarine. We also have this other contact out here. But until... Okay, he's dead in the water now. Excellent.
On station.
Well, he was dead in the water. What happened? Okay, radar says he's dead in the water, but he's still got a little rooster tail going on. What's going on here? Yeah, he's not dead in the water at all. He's just not making any headway. So we were successful. This was good. All right, let's come on and...
Roger. Turn 163.
Who is this guy? Let's request he identifies himself. That's a fishing boat.
Track 7005.
A mostly peaceful fishing boat.
Neutral merchant.
We still don't have a classification on the sub. We have active position from an active sonar buoy, but the passive sonar buoys don't see him. Let's drop a passive sonar buoy shallow. We haven't done that yet. So let's go to passive sonar buoy above the layer. And we're going to place that right in front of him. So we'll have a deep sonar buoy and a shallow sonar buoy basically in front of his path. We should get some good data from that, from either one. I'm really surprised we don't have more information on him. He must be really quiet. Maybe a type 6. If this is a type 6, that could be bad news for Gary. Providence is going to be fine. Don't you worry about Providence. Gary, on the other hand,
Buoy away.
not so much. Not as much. All right, we got that buoy in the water. This is what a sonar buoy kind of looks like. They do a pretty good job modeling sonar buoys here. They're a little more, fancy than this. It spreads out into like a lattice work, and then that lattice work collects energy, which is sound energy. It's hard to describe. You have to kind of see it for yourself. It's a little more complicated than that. Anyway, but now that we have that in the water and very close to him, we should have more information. Hopefully we get that information soon. I'll keep that window up to the right. He's going to pass right under that sonar buoy. What's his depth right now? He's 14 knots. Oh my gosh. Okay. Why is he... Is it possible that he might have... All right, here we go. I'm going to shoot a Moss. A Moss is a mobile countermeasure submarine simulator. So I'm going to shoot the Moss over here. The point at which you click is when it begins making noise. So I'm going to shoot it there.
Whip it away.
There it goes. So that's going to sound like an American submarine when it gets to that point. And I'm going to see if this guy decides to attack it. Because if he does, we're going to introduce him to Davy Jones. Is he deep? He's 310 feet. He's not deep at all. If he's 15 knots at 310 feet, why is he not cavitating? I don't know. All right. How's our KGB friend doing? Good job. Oh, no. Well, okay. Listen. You did that to you, sir. Okay? Yeah, we're just gonna not look at that. That way we never happened. Never even happened. There's no record of it. All right, let's find their buddies. Let's fix. Okay, we still have a radar on. See if there's anybody down here. If I have to, I'll bring the P3 over here and continue prosecution of this mostly neutral, semi-small submarine contact. Wow. He's passing right under our helicopter, and we have no acoustic information. I'm going to call him a Type 6. 15 knots, 300 feet, not cavitating, no acoustic information. This might be a Sierra. Yeah. We didn't get a MAD detection on him. Definitely a Sierra. Maybe a Sierra, too. Look out. Look out. All right, so what we want to do with that is we're going to create some distance between ourselves and our decoy. Let's keep up with the Joneses here.
Roger. Turn 069.
We're going to drop another active sonar buoy in front of him. So we're letting him know that we're tracking him. We're dropping the sonar buoys in his path. So there's no way he does not understand what we're doing. We're repositioning both air assets right now. The only mods I'm running is this scenario torques. Chat's asking what kind of mods we have. Every scenario... is it a mod? I guess it is a mod. It's on the Steam Workshop.
On station.
It's called 89 Red Horizon. It's a 10 mission campaign. This is mission 1. All right, so he's maintaining position.
Buoy away.
There we go. That's the buoy. That's what I was waiting on. All right, that buoy, that's an active sonar buoy, and it's right in front of him. It'll be interesting to see if he maneuvers away from it. Yeah, so he's about 1,500 yards. Oh, we finally got some noise data off it. Is he cavitating finally? Come on, brother. Give me some. Give me something. Okay, what you got for passive sonar buoys? We'll put a shallow sonar buoy right here. Yep. He is going towards our mobile mine, our mobile countermeasure. Right here.
Buoy away!
You shouldn't hear it yet because it hasn't enabled yet. This is it. It's pretty good modeling, actually. It does look similar to that. It's not a torpedo. They just shot out of a torpedo tube, though. All right, how's our KGB friend doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, they're still going. Are they making any headway? No, they're still dead in the water. Listen, we just made them an honest
On
KGB.
station.
All right, so our P3's on station now. There's no new contacts out here. Whatever happened to the guy that was going north? He's out of the area. So we were successful in deterring that. I don't want to get target focused on this submarine because there might be more. So let's do this. Let's take our P3 and just put a sonar field right there, a field of 9, and make sure there's not like a second submarine out here. Also, Gary, he doesn't have any radars on. I want him to stay dark as far as radio emissions go, but he actually has no escort at this point. So normally, if you were to follow the book, he would have all of his sensors on, emitting. It's peacetime. He's transiting alone. He's doing everything he can to see the environment around him. So, but I'm violating that to my own peril because he could be driving into a trap. He could be driving at full speed. I got him at 15 knots. It's not full, it's standard. But I got him at 15 knots going towards the escape box. I should turn on his sonar system. Is he outside the torpedo range? of a Type 6. A Type 6 can shoot the, depending on the Type 6. A Type 6 is a type of nuclear submarine that the Russians have. It's the Sierra and Akula classes. Both of those classes are both Type 6. So 30 nautical miles. So I forget what the game models those long-range torpedoes at. I want to say it's 30 miles. So Gary is probably fine as long as he stays at 15 knots. Now he's not fine from cruise missile attack. And they have up to 6 torpedo tubes, or actually they have 6 torpedo tubes. So they can shoot 6 cruise missiles, and that would overwhelm Gary's ability to shoot them down. Because he's only got a 76 millimeter gun that's probably not going to hit a cruise missile. He's got a phalanx, but probably will hit a cruise missile, but only one. And then he's got a single rail launcher, which will launch, 1 to 2 air defense missiles before the cruise missiles hit. So we're looking at shooting down 3 out of 6. And that's if we hit everything we shoot at. So he's still in peril if the submarine decided to attack. Okay, good. He did move away from our active sonar buoy. Outstanding. So let's just keep an eye on him. And I'm going to continue to try to get Providence off this slope here. I'm trying to get Providence down into deep water. Once he's in deep water, we can slow him down and get those really long detection ranges. All right. And he's going to go set up the sonar buoy field. All right, cool. Yeah, happy Friday, Alonzo. How you doing? I see Thinkers in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Soon we'll be inverted. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing well. Bar Gunner, how are you? Thank you for resubscribing for 65 months. I appreciate that. Very nice. This is Red Horizon Scenario Campaign requires new threat upgrade mod and Pact Enhanced Lethality mod. Yes. Yeah, I got all those installed. Yeah, whenever you download the mod, it gives you the list of those mods that are also required, and you just click subscribe to all, and they get installed. All right, so he's opening out now. Awesome. So he's just driving between our sonar buoys for now, and I'm happy with that. He can do that all he wants. We're compressing a little bit of time while we get a new buoy field out. Okay, our Moss is doing its thing. It's out here making noise.
Buoy away! Buoy away!
All right, that's a new sonar buoy field out there. We can sit here and watch the P3 put the pattern out.
Buoy away! Buoy away! Buoy away!
Excellent.
Buoy away!
Oh, wow. He's running towards something. Oh, he's running towards our decoy. That's interesting. All right. Let's
Buoy
look.
away!
I guess we're not going to have any frequency data on him, which is too bad. Oh, our decoy has run out of energy.
Roger, turn 078. Roger, turn 074.
Going to set up some new buoys in front of him. He's now heading to the northeast. All right, let's go check on our KGB friend after this buoy's dropped here.
Buoy away! Buoy away!
Awesome. Just continue to watch him. This P3 should drop one more buoy, and then we're going to go check on the small boat that's out there. Excuse me. drop it? He did.
New air. Contact detected.
Oh, we got,
Track
what's this?
7007 is classified. Neutral air. Track
Get back above. Here, let's get out of the compressed
7008
time.
is classified. Neutral air.
What's his height? He's down here at 3,000 feet. Hey, buddy. All right, we're going to follow him. Let's go here.
Roger. Turn 065.
What's his speed? 260 knots. He's speeding up. Or no, that's us. We're speeding up. He is 450. So you guys are going to go.
Roger. Cruise.
We're going to shadow this knucklehead.
Roger. Turn 079.
How's Providence doing? Oh, yeah, she's good. Okay. Let's match his altitude. 3,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 3000.
And he's what? He's 400 knots, 450, right? I don't know if the P3 goes that fast.
Roger. Buster.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll try and keep up with him. There he is,
On
right there.
station.
Okay, we're on station. Drop that sonar buoy for me.
Buoy away.
All right, so Providence is probably going to end up taking ownership of this mostly neutral contact. Let's slow back down again. Head 1/3
Head
on
1/3.
Providence.
Maneuvering eye.
We're finally into deep water. I'm going to take him as deep as he'll go.
Make my depth. 126. Dive eye.
Okay. So what is this? This is a reconnaissance plane here. He doesn't have a lot going on. This is what it looks like. He's got some visual. He's got big bulge surface search radar. The fin tail is like a fire control radar for the gun on the back. You don't want to be behind him. So we're going to kind of stay parallel to him for now. Are we not able to keep up? Wow. Okay. For whatever reason, our best speed is only 260 knots, even though I'm telling him to go
Roger. Buster.
0.7 Mach. Maybe that's what it is at this altitude. So he's outrunning us. I would go higher to go faster, but then we're going to be above the cloud cover, and we're not going to be able to keep an eye on him. So where is he now? He's kind of in front of us now. I'm trying to see him. Yeah, we're not going to be able to keep an eye on this guy. So if he turns back around, you know, we'll have a head start, I guess, but let's drop another sonar buoy here. Does Providence have... Nobody has this guy. This guy is super quiet. I think I'm going to drop... I'm going to launch another decoy at him and just see how he reacts to it, because I'm not convinced he saw the first one. I really don't want to get too much closer to him.
Buoy away.
His overall transit is to the northeast, so I can kind of... I can lead that a little bit. We'll put this buoy like right here. The acoustic conditions may just be really bad.
Roger that.
Okay.
Whip it away.
Now I expect the target to turn back to the east. There goes our noisemaker. It's going to go up there and do its thing. It's not a noisemaker. It's a mobile submarine simulator, a MOS. And it looks like we lost that ship, or the airplane rather. So I could. The only people that have air search radar is the Gary. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and light them up.
Air search on. Radar eye.
Yep,
Multiple air. Contacts detected. Surface search on.
We're going to do it
Radar
all.
eye. Transmit active sonar.
We're also going to put out tow rays if we don't
Sonar
already
eye.
have them out there. Tow decoy. just want to watch this dude. So Gary's responsible for his own safety at this point. If I had any other asset that could track this Russian aircraft, I would have done it. Just didn't have it. We still have no sonar data on this stupid submarine. That's wild. I'm hoping that he'll panic and make a mistake when this Moss gets near him. I'm also hoping it turns back around to the east. All right, let's see what happens. Let's compress a little bit of time here.
7009 is classified. Neutral air.
Okay. All right, where's our ship at? Should be right. Oh, there we are. That's our little frigate. That's Gary. Doing Gary things. This is a very Cold War scenario. Like, this stuff happened all the time. Mediterranean, Baltic Sea. Yeah, all the time. Periactive sonar. Yeah, at 15 knots. Yeah. That's why I didn't light it off initially. I knew it'd be kind of useless. But. All right, did he turn back to the east? Not yet. All right. He's driving towards my active sonar buoy, which is... it's telling me that he's a decoy. He's a distraction. Like there's something else going on that I'm not seeing. All right, the P3 just can't keep up. All right, so what I'm going to have the P3 do is come back here and check on our little KGB trawler friend. See what his deal is.
Air. Contact detected.
Where? Yeah, I see you turned back to the east. And he sped up. So, this is good timing because our Moss is going to be there
New air. Contact
pretty close
detected.
to when he's there. Our submarine's at 5 knots. We're doing a search. I'm going to get behind him. So, we saw the Soviets employ this tactic in the 80s.
Air.
Probably
Contact
70s too,
detected.
but I was in the 80s, where they would race back down their own track. It's not a Crazy Ivan like in the movies. They would do what's called a, it's not Immelman, jeez. It's a loop where you end up back on your own track but go in the opposite direction.
New air. Contact
And the name
detected.
escapes me at the moment.
New surface. Contact detected.
All right, we got a lot of contacts. Oh crap! He's really close to the no-go zone. Did he get speed again? He's back up to 5 knots. Oh my god. Okay, well we can't have that. All right, I need you. Apparently he repaired his engine
Contact
somehow.
detected.
Oh my word. All right, Gary. How close are you? Oh wait, wrong weapon. Crap. All right, Providence. I want you to get to periscope depth because we might have to reattack this KGB guy.
New air. Contact detected.
He somehow repaired that engine after the harpoon took it out. All right, we should get back down to 1,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 1.
Yeah, radar says he's doing 5 knots, so
0.
we're gonna have to stop him again. Oh wow, yeah, he's turning towards my Moss. Good, good. That's what we want to see. Where did that plane go? The big boy. Okay, he's outside Gary's radar range. All right, let's just go ahead and just beeline it to the escape route. Who's this? 230 knots, probably a civilian. This guy's still doing 5 knots. He's probably a fisherman. I just wish he would answer his radio. Yeah, this guy's only a few hundred yards from the exclusion zone. He's probably, if he's repaired his engine, he's probably going to make it. That's not good. Yep. All right. Are you at periscope depth yet? No. He's coming up.
Ahead 2/3.
I'll do ahead 2/3.
Maneuvering aye.
Get up to periscope depth faster.
New surface contact detected.
All right, he is fully engaged with our Moss. The Moss has done its job this time. It's got that guy's full attention. And our submarine, I know it's dark. He's coming up through 900 feet right now. I don't think there's anything I can do. I don't have any weapons available to stop that ship again. I'm really surprised he got back underway. Yeah, 5 knots there. Oh, never mind. Oh, we don't have a classification on him yet. Trying to get our plane, try to get visual. He needs another encouraging warhead. I know, yeah. I mean, good on the crew for repairing the engine, right? That probably won them the scenario right there. You can see him now. It's funny, we can see him on our screen, but we still don't have a classification on him. Hey Zola, thank you for resubbing for 10 months. Appreciate that.
New air contact detected.
All right, who's that? He's the faraway boy, maybe? Where you at? Oh my gosh, this guy's still at 800 feet. This diving officer is a little bit slow. You gotta be more aggressive on your depth change there, sir. I gave him help at 10 knots. I can't help him any more than that. We actually have to slow back down again, but I'm gonna wait till he gets a little bit closer to the surface. Actually, let me double check that I gave the proper order. Yeah, come here.
Make my depth 3-6. Dive aye.
Okay, just making sure he's got it. And he does. Yeah, so it looks like he, well, he's been doing this pattern where he races back down his path. I know this is a Soviet submarine, just based on his behavior. He's doing Russian tactics. All right, let's put another, put another Sonar out here. And,
new surface contact detected.
okay, who's that? New surface, okay. Nothing out here. Crap. Why can't you guys see this thing? He's not that far away. I think our pilots might be blind. He's right there. You can see the smoke. And you've already seen this contact. You already know what it is, pilots. Oh, man.
Track 7016 is classified. Neutral warship. Track 7016 is classified. Hostile
This guy's
warship.
making 5
Bow
knots?
your way.
Okay, whatever, dude. Look. Are we at periscope depth yet? Oh, my God. I mean, I understand it does take a minute to get there, but this is ridiculous. So here's the problem, is this submarine is likely going to hear our weapon launch. Very likely. So he'll probably think there's 2 submarines out here. What I don't know is how he's going to react to it. All right, yeah, I'm going to slow Gary down for just a minute to ahead 1/3.
Ahead 1/3.
And we're going to do a proper sonar search with him. I don't want him driving into a submarine that's going to nuke him. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some flares over this guy's head to dissuade him from going any farther forward, because he's about to breach the no-go zone. And I don't have anything to do to stop him. I think he knows that too, so. But we'll see. We're going to fly overhead and drop something on him. We're going to drop some flares. He's right there. He's blending in with the sea, so it's hard to see.
Air. Contact detected.
All right. Well, what the hell? Ah, mission failed. Yep. So the enemy did get within the no-go zone. Escalation now feels inevitable. Continue to the next mission. Yep. He got back underway while we were out there looking for another submarine. That's what I get for assuming that he was permanently disabled. I mean, a harpoon should have, but hey.
Chaff out.
This is what happens sometimes, yeah. So technically a defeat because we let them get within the no-go zone. It was the Zond. And there was also 2 other mission objectives that we did not find. Okay. Didn't lose any units. Our mission efficiency was 1,000%. Our score is 4, though. That's really bad. That's terrible. All right, we're going to go on to the next mission here. We'll take a short break and go on to the next mission, okay? Let's go with Pearl's Shadow. And I'll let you guys read the orders, and you guys can tell me what's going on. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that. Oof. There you go. You guys can read the orders, and I'll be right back. Because I'm not reading them. That's a lot of words. Go. This says Pearl Shadow. It's probably Pearl Harbor, I assume. Let's see. Yeah, the little KGB boat that could. That's exactly what that was. I'm back. Hope you enjoyed your break. We're about to get back to it. All right, current situation. Soviet bombers have been detected heading east from Kamchatka. Well, if they're headed east, Pearl Harbor should be fine because that's south. Soviet surface group is located 500 nautical miles of Hawaii. Oh, wow. So there's both. Carl Vinson. We got a carrier, boys. Yeah. Accompanying carrier task group 70.6 is positioned. Okay, fine. Words. Can I scroll? Oh, there's more. Yay. Prevent the Soviet bombers from reaching Hawaii. Okay. Gather intelligence on the Navy movements. Optional. Okay, we'll do that. How am I supposed to stop them? I mean, are we shooting them? I mean, is that what it says? What's my rules of engagement? Because we did not stop the KGB even after shooting them. So let's see here. Specific test. Prepared to defend task group with both air and submarine threats. Okay. Have an air wing on high alert for intercepting the Tu-22s. Those are supersonic bombers with very long range anti-surface missiles. Ensure the destroyer screen is ready for cruise missile defense. Okay. Coordinate with Los Angeles class submarine threat updates. Gather intel. Okay. Rules of engagement. Here's the important part. What can I do? Weapons tight. Doggone it. No fun. Engage if aircraft approach within 120 nautical miles or if vessels launch weapons or display any aggressive posture. Oh, I love that phrase. Yes. Well, they went to sea, sir, so that's aggressive. They cast off lines. They left Kamchanka weapons free. You should have stayed home, Ivan. That's how I roll. If necessary, let the hostile units run and monitor. Okay, so after they withdraw, do not continue to sink them. Okay. We're going to let them tell the tale of what happened this day after this victory. We have to make up for what just happened up in Alaska. That was a mess. Stupid mechanics winning the game. All right, sit rep. This is the same orders, but in this format. Yay. Oh, by the way, good job with the orders, Hooligan, that made the scenarios. Good job. This is proper format. Well, not the other format's proper format. All right, let's pause, and take a look at the big picture. Wow. Pacific is big, y'all. That's a whole lot of water. All right, we got another no-go zone, and we were given a range, so let's mark that. Do not let them within 120 nautical miles. Let's set a circle on Hawaii. Well, I'm going to call this Hawaii. Yeah, if they get within this, they gone. Yeah. That seems awfully close. First of all, the AS Kitchen can go like 160 or something. Okay. I don't know. We got the Vincent. We got the Scott. Let's take a look at these. All right, it's a Spruance, I think. Yeah, Spruance. This is a cruiser, Tycho. Look at this boy. Yeah. Very nice. And this is Wadesworth. Hey, it's Gary's brother, Wade. I know it says Wadsworth. I'm going to call him Wade, okay? Wade Special. All right, flight deck. Let's get some air protection up off the ground. Let's go with long-range air intercept. A 2 flight. Let's get an E2 radar plane, single flight off the deck. Let's give him some electronic warfare support ×2. Let's do a second group of air protection, long-range intercept, launch. And then we're going to need some sonar protection. So let's launch 2 ASW planes. 1, a 2. And then I need some recon. So we're going to send A7s out to do armed reconnaissance. We're going to do long-range protection. Drop tanks are good. Let's do seed. And we want... I'll keep those 2 together for management reasons. Okay, let's unpause the game and let's go.
Multiple surface. Submerged submarine. Contacts detected.
You know what? That's pretty close to 120 nautical miles to me. Shoot them.
Engaging track 700. Whip it away.
We're going to need a helicopter.
7003. New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Oh, good. Shoot him too. Oh, this is the easiest game in the world.
Engage track 700. Whip it away. Track 7005.
That's right. You better start running, y'all. Shoot tube 4.
Engaging track 700. Whip it away. Track
Los Angeles doing some work.
703.
Good job. Also, deploy your towed array, you moron. Why is it starting with a towed array not deployed? Jeez.
Track 7005
There we go.
is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
We don't even need an AWACS when we got towed array deployed. All right, so we got a lot of surface contacts now. Let's start asking who they are. Let's get on the horn and identify some targets here. Diesel's, okay, it's a fishing boat, probably. Request you identify yourself. Identify yourself. There's only one submarine in this Pacific that I know, and it's ours. The rest of them are gonna go away. All right, how's Rage 1 doing? Yeah. Good job, Rage 1. All right, let's start managing aircraft, boys.
On station.
Rage 1's on station? Yes, he is. All right, Rage 1, we need to get your butt up to 20,000 feet.
Roger, go to altitude 20,000.
We probably have contacts to the north, so I'm going to just send them north.
Roger, turn 005.
All right, helicopter, you're going to provide
Roger, turn
support for these two
306.
chuckleheads. We're going to do a slow turn. We're not maneuvering. Torpedo in the water. We are going to maneuver. Torpedo evasion. Crap. We have to go this way. And let me grab him real quick.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
Yep.
Bearing. Make my depth. 112.6. Ahead flank.
Cut the wires.
Maneuvering eye.
Post
On
longitudes
station.
1 through 4.
Air search on. On station. Multiple air. Contacts detected.
Where are they at? Oh, here we go. What's the speed? I just need to know speed. 450 knots. Could be an RUT. It could be a TU-20. Not 22. A TU-95.
On station.
Let's get on the horn and make sure. Okay, this guy's our airliner.
7012 is classified. Neutral air.
We want to do a ruler. Yeah. All right, so this is an air corridor. This is a civilian air corridor. I'm going to mark that. Who is this? 250 knots, probably a civilian. Ask him to identify himself.
Track 7013 is classified. Neutral air.
Okay. So we've cut the wires. We're in full torpedo evasion from him. Where is our S3s at? We really need to get these boys overhead. Oxen, you go here.
Roger. Turn 264.
You go here.
Roger. Turn 308.
We're probably going to lose contact. Yeah, we already have. Not surprised. Not surprised by that at all. Last known course. Okay. And last known course. Okay. So let's send him up to here. The S3s are slow, but they have a lot of sensors.
On station.
Okay. Let's move you to here. All right, so this torpedo is just doing a pattern, doing a search. We're going to open a range on it. I think we're fine. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and let's wait for this guy to do a complete 360, and then if he doesn't see us on the first pass, we'll slow down. He's 4.5 nautical miles away. It's 9,500 yards. It really depends on sonar conditions. It's unlikely, but he could see us. Oh, where's he going? He's tracking something. He's either tracking something or doing a very slow turn. He might, yeah, it looks like a very slow turn. He's also shallow, I think. Oh, that doesn't look shallow at all. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's get back to managing our plane's rage flight. You guys need to get up to 20,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude
And,
200.
I want one flight going that way.
308.
Rage flight 1. You guys going this
Roger.
way. So we got one flight going north, one flight going
011.
northwest. Let's get another flight up there. Where's my A7s at? Are they out yet? Yes. Okay, let's split these two up. Okay, you're going to leave formation. All right, so we got two individual A7s. I'm going to send one to here. You identify this chucklehead.
Track.
Second, you...
VID track.
After we know who these guys are, we're going to go north. This guy's a fishing boat, so we're going to call him neutral. still want to verify that, but we're gonna... Alright, here we go. Uh-oh.
New air. Contact detected.
What's his range? Yeah, it's unlikely that that torpedo sees us, but I'm gonna maintain our current speed just to ensure nothing stupid happens. Okay. Wow, good start, by the way, to Hooligan. I don't know if he's watching this live, but he'll probably see the recording. I sent him a message on Steam this morning. This is a good high-tension start where the submarines aren't right on top of the fleet immediately sinking them, but they're close enough to be a threat where I had to react immediately. Well done. And how's my AWACS doing? I don't see any... I expected to see some surface contacts to the north, and I don't see him, so I just want to make sure my radar's on. And it is. Okay. And now he's still getting up to altitude, but he... unless the Soviet fleet must be a very long ways away. And why is Rage Flight... How fast are they going? Okay. They're just in cruise mode. So these guys are out here. I've got them in MCON right now because I don't want to be giving away my lead flight position. Oh. Okay, this is a problem. Rage 1, turn to engage. Rage Flight 1. There we go.
Roger, turn 3. Roger, turn 306.
I actually want you to speed up a little bit. Let's go to max.
Roger, Buster.
So the rules of engagement in the description, if these are Soviet bombers, should be neutral. But if the game tells me they're hostile, we're going to engage them. And that's kind of a gameplay thing. The orders and rules of engagement were very clear, and I should follow those, of course. But if these end up being hostile, that means they're going to shoot us, so we might as well shoot them. Which is, by the way, why I shot that trawler, if you guys were wondering.
On station.
It was a gameplay thing. All right. So it looks like we did successfully evade that torpedo. It was never close enough to us to be a problem. I'm going to slow back down to a head 2/3.
Ahead 2/3.
And we're going to reassess our evasion.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Because we slowed down, we're re-engaging the submarine. I want you to put a sonar buoy on top of him. There. Oh, here we go. And sonar buoy right here. Actually, let's move it to right here. What are these torpedoes doing? Okay, I think they're just searching. Yeah.
On station.
They're just looking for targets. Okay. Who's on station? A7s, right?
Track 7017 is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
Right. Shoot them. Well, we do have 2 Mark 48s on them right now, so let's watch that. This guy should be deploying sonar buoys. Not quite sure what he's doing. Oh, this is the guy that's on station.
Surface search on. Radar eye. Track 7009 is classified. Neutral merchant.
All right, coming down here, identify him.
VID track.
Where's my other A7 at? This should be a single ship, and it is. What's this guy doing?
Roger. Turn 214.
Oh, you guys are knuckleheads. Well,
VID track.
I thought I already gave him an order, but apparently I didn't. This guy's going to deploy a sonar buoy.
Buoy away.
There it goes. You just plopped it out. Maybe we can see the splash. Maybe not. I didn't see it.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Oh, he got by us. Doggone it. Okay. Boy, this guy's fast. Holy shit.
Buoy away!
I'm going to drop a second buoy. This one's going to be active to get his... I'm going to localize him even tighter and drop a weapon on that. How far did he get? Hold on a second. Come on, man. Trying to grab this circle. There it is. All right, so he is... How many minutes was that? Let's find this out. Let's do some math real quick. I'll bust up my calculator. So, clear, clear, clear. So he went, how many thousands of yards? 2,000 yards? He went 4,000 yards. He went 4,000 yards in, 4,000 yards in, what was that? It was like, we'll say 5 minutes. So 800 yards per minute divided by 3. 26 knots. He's doing 26 knots. So definitely not a diesel boat. And we got a good position on him. Let's drop a weapon. Doing 26 knots, he doesn't hear crap. He doesn't hear nothing.
Engage track 7018.
Right, so submarines are under attack. Rage Flight 3. You guys are at 20,000 feet, right? Let's get you guys up to 37.
Roger. Go to altitude 3.
Also, Rage Flight 1.
0,
37, 35.
Weapon away.
All right, that's on the submarine. It is. Oh, that's a good drop. That's a good drop. He's going to... this looks really good. All right, so torpedo's going to go in the water. Seawater's going to enter through little holes around the body of it. That activates the battery in there. So seawater acts as the median between the anode and the cathode, and that's what starts the power generation. That boots up the sonar system, by the way, in the seeker head. So that has to do a quick, very fast boot sequence, and then it begins its search, which it looks like it's already got a target. There we go. And it looks like it is a Victor. Could be in a cool, actually.
Hit track 7018. Track 7018 is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
Yeah.
Multiple hostile submerged submarine. Contacts detected.
Those are the countermeasures he's launching. Okay, I want to launch an active sonar buoy right here. Yeah, right here. Does my... Do we have any kind of active sonar? Yeah. Active sonar buoy right here. We're going to make sure this guy to the north does not get away. Rage Flight 1, we're going to check on airplanes real quick. Alright, so they're up here. There should be some bombers right off your nose. Alright, I'm going to have them visually identify these.
VID track.
I'm also going to get on the horn and see if these guys will answer any radio calls. Alright, he's going to VID track... oh, the wrong one. We need to VID track this one.
VID track. VID track.
Why are they sharing orders? That is weird. Okay, we need to just disband formation entirely.
VID track.
Okay.
Ceasefire track.
There we go. Let me give the orders a few seconds.
Track 700.
Okay, now it's working.
Is classified. Neutral, merchant, multiple air, contacts detected.
Okay, this is a formation. This is not a civilian.
7001 is classified. Neutral, merchant.
Rage Flight 1 engage. Actually, we're going to do this. This is probably a bad idea. But I'm in the mood for a bad idea. I'm going to put Rage Flight 1 weapons free.
Fox 3.
There we go. Hell
Fox
yeah.
3.
Do it. Go to work, boys. Hell yeah. Listen, it was pretty close to 120 nautical miles from Hawaii, okay? I don't want to hear it. 120, 1,020, come on. This is why they don't let me be Secretary of the Navy anymore. At all. I'd be like, hit the red button. I wonder what that does.
Multiple hostile air surface contacts detected.
Oh, not for long.
On station.
Who's the guy carrying the briefcase everywhere we go? I'd be asking those kinds of questions.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
I'm not happy
Buoy
about that.
away. Multiple
Okay,
hostile
pause, because I don't
air
know where this
contacts
torpedo's at.
detected.
Uh-oh. How did this submarine go away? We were tracking him. Let me, just real quick, drop another sonar buoy here, because we lost that submarine for some reason. And where's the torpedo launch? A lot of noisemakers up there. Noise. Uh-oh. What happened, boys? How did we lose both submarines while I was looking at the freaking airplanes? Oh, no. Oh, hold on. I just want to make sure the torpedo's nowhere near the carrier. It's not. Here's Ghost. He's up there.
Roger.
Who's
Turn.
Warcat?
0, 1,
He's my EW
4.
plane. Let's get him up to 20,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 2. See vampire. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's not good. Let me find this torpedo real fast. It's not there. So I don't know who's being attacked by torpedo. Who's actually making that call? The Carl Vincent is. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, we're going to move the carrier fleet.
Turn to course. 0, 8, 7. Helm. Ahead full. Maneuvering eye.
All right, we're going to move the carrier off to the east. We have a torpedo somewhere around here. And we got a bunch of missiles coming in.
Track 7, 0, 2, 7 is history.
All right, so we're
Track,
knocking out the
skill
bombers.
track. Splash track.
Good
7.
hits.
Vampire. Bearing.
All right, one got
Track
through. We got a leaker.
7,
Oh, he's
0,
gone.
3, 0 is
Yeah,
history.
sadly, they already got their missiles off. That sucks. All right, so we got a bunch of kitchens coming in. Man, those are bad missiles. If they hit, they do a lot of work. And, oh, he sent the torpedoes to the south. Okay. Gotcha. We also have a noisemaker here. You know what we want? Well, Beefsteak, I want you to drop another weapon. Just drop the weapon right here. And we'll let the weapon do a sonar search.
Hostile air contacts detected.
All right, where's Beefcake 1 at? Or Beefcake 2, rather. You drop your weapon.
Whip it away.
Right here. That's a submarine. Okay. Bridge Flight 3, weapons free. Knock down some of those kitchens for us, please. That's these boys here. Weapons free. Uh-oh. What's the Oh, they're up at 60. They should still be able to shoot these. Engage with your Phoenix missiles. I want to thin out.
Track 7, 0, 5, 3.
I just want to get like one or two of these
Track
knocked out.
7, 0, 5,
Make the Ticonderoga's
0.
job a little bit easier. A7, identify him.
VID track.
Get some grip
Roger.
here.
Whip it away. Roger. Go to altitude 1.
I'm going to put a recon
0,
plane to the
0,
north. We're going to move range 1
0.
back.
Roger.
here.
Turn 1, 0, 1.
Ghost 1.
Roger. Turn
I got to start pushing
0,
him north because
4,
there's a fleet
6.
up there that we don't know about.
Roger. Turn 0, 8, 2.
Guys are engaging those missiles. Those are the missiles right there. Those are 2 Phoenix missiles trying to intercept them. They may not have the speed. I don't know. We'll see. Let's watch what happens here. That's a lot of anti-ship missiles. These guys are dumb. They won't know to evade. So as long as we can reach them, we should hit them.
7-0.
It's a matter of energy at this point. Do we have the speed to reach it? It's pretty close. Just barely.
Birds away,
I'm not even sure.
Track 7-0-4-8.
Did we hit it? We might have. Okay. I think we got 1 of the 6. It sucks. Okay, good. We're already defensive fire up. Who's doing work here? Good job, boys. Ticonderoga should be doing
hit track
the heavy lifting here.
7-0-1-7.
Okay.
Birds away, track 7.
There we go. That's what I want to see. Yeah.
9.
Time to cook.
Birds
This is what
away,
Aegis does so well.
Track 7-0-5.
We build these enormous aircraft carriers that take 5 years to build, and that's just the assembly portion, much less the testing. You know, so we got to protect them with something really advanced, like a Ticonderoga class, or really more importantly, the Aegis weapon system, combat system. Very important that I get that right, because that is now on all of our major combatants, small and large combatants. And what that is, if you don't know, is a network of computers that talk to each other and share all the missile batteries in the fleet, and outside the fleet too, land-based, air-based, yeah. But it's the coordination, and the on-scene commander, who can be ashore, by the way, he doesn't have to be on board the ship, manages the fight. That's the role we're playing in this game. We're not a captain of any one ship or anything. Did we put a weapon on this submarine?
Vampire, bearing.
All right, that is
Vampire.
that's
bearing.
a diesel boat or a foxtrot. It's looks like a foxtrot. I don't know. It's hard to see. He's kind of blacked out. Okay, we got vampires coming in.
On station. Roger. Turn 082. VID track.
Okay, I think we shot down all the missiles because I don't see them anymore, unless they went from transit to terminal. In case the missiles...
Hit track 7017.
7017 is which one? Okay, oh, it was a Romeo. Okay, a Romeo's been destroyed. Oh, looks like you got hit 2 hits there. All right, got some survivors up there. Good for them. We'll have to go pick them up. We're going to send our helo out there to drop them some rafts.
Roger. Turn
so they don't drown.
1-1.
All right. Somehow we lost this submarine. We hit this submarine with a torpedo. We've damaged it, so it should be making a ton of noise. And somehow we lost it. So what I'm going to do... Where's that torpedo at? It's up there. I want to move... We're going to wait for this torpedo to die, to run out of fuel. And then we're going to begin a search for this submarine with our submarine. So Beefsteak is at 900 feet. Let's get you down to mad altitude, which is like 50 feet. Yeah.
Roger. Go to altitude.
And I want you to drop a whole
50.
pattern of sonar buoys right here.
Roger that.
Just overlap the entire area. So, and when he gets down to altitude, we should see his little mad antenna, which is that little
Buoy
nub.
away.
It should expand. It should come out the rear end there. That was the buoy splash you just heard. So I don't think the submarine sunk. I know we damaged it. So it's fighting flooding right now at the very least, if not fire as well. And all that damage control evolution is not quiet.
Buoy away.
You don't stop flooding quietly.
On station. Multiple air. Contacts detected.
Okay. All right, so there are some more missiles. Where the hell are they?
Buoy away.
You know what? This A6 is acting weird.
Ceasefire. Track
I'm gonna have him RTB because he won't follow my orders. I don't know what's going on with him. Oh, there they are.
Roger, turn 242.
What's the speed on these chuckleheads? 500. Okay, let's go to Rage Flight 3.
Roger, turn 238.
Rage Flight 1. How many missiles you got remaining? 2.
On station.
All right, let's bring them back.
Roger, turn 135.
We're gonna need another flight. Where's my carrier at? There it is. Flight deck. How many more F-14s do we have? 17. That's pretty good. Got a full wing on board today. I'm also going to replace that A7 I had to call back.
Bandits, bandits.
Yep. Okay, Rage Flight 3. Start knocking these guys out of the air. It's a lot of bombers.
Weapon error, bad track, type.
Oh. All right, we're gonna need a lot of planes up. We're gonna need multiple flights of flight deck. There we go. Long range air to air. I just need everything you got.
Buoy away.
All right, we're launching everything. Is that 34,000 feet? What's their Angels? 36,000. That's good. We still have some weapons, but it's not
Buoy
many.
away.
These guys might get close. These bombers. All right, so the guy to the north is sunk. We're gonna clean up the map a little bit so I don't get too confused. Beefsteak is he's putting his pattern down.
Buoy away.
Still. This guy's the guy that's sunk. Let's get rid of that. Now there might be more submarines. I want to move
Roger, turn
ASW Patrol back to the
10.
east since we've
Buoy
shifted
away.
course. We got to come over here. Let's just drop a pattern like
Roger
right
that.
there. All right, so that torpedo looks like it ran out of fuel. We're going to do a sonar search on the submarine. You know what? I'm going to try and cut him off.
On station.
If he's going towards our fleet, towards our carrier, I want to position the Los Angeles between the Carl Vinson and whatever this Type 6 is. It might be a Victor. If it's a Victor, it's a Type 2. But it's performing like a Type 6. So it might be an Akula. Okay, Rage Flight 5 is up, right? All right, first things first. Find out who the hell this is. This guy's not answering his
VID
radar.
track.
Why is nobody following orders? What the fuck? I don't know. All right.
Ceasefire, track.
Ceasefire. Come up
Roger,
here.
turn 006.
All right, so he's following that order. What's his altitude? 35,000?
On station.
I want you
On
guys to go to
station.
35,000 as
Roger,
well.
Go to altitude 35000. Roger, turn 353.
Let's get you guys up in the air.
Roger, go to altitude 35. Roger, turn 266.
Okay. And then finally, Rage 9. They just took off. I think his wingman is still on the deck.
Buoy away.
How fast is this guy going? 450 knots. That might be an
station.
airliner. It's possible. What's your altitude? Okay. Let's have him slow down a little bit.
Roger, loiter. Roger, go to altitude 2000.
So whatever intel we had of a fleet to the north is either so far north we can't see it, or it's not there at all. And that happens a lot. That happened to me whenever I was on deployment. We were off the coast of another country. We were told an asset was in port, and we were waiting for it to come out when it went flying by us. And I was like, officer of the deck, the craziest thing just happened. Yeah.
New submerged submarine.
We had to wake up the captain and everything. We were like, somebody's at sea, and they're here. Yeah, that was fun. So you can't always depend on intel. And in that case, this scenario is kind of accurate. So I'm going to start having flashbacks. That guy's landing. Beefsteak is doing the best he can to find this submarine. Let's do a... Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a second. Everything's below the layer. Let's put sonar buoys above the layer and see if we can find this guy. I mean, clearly this guy's not hostile because he's not shooting our radar plane down, so I'm not that worried about him. It's just a pain in the butt that I can't get my rage flights to respond properly. Get up to 20,000 feet.
Roger, go to altitude 2000. Buoy away.
You guys are already up there, right? Yeah, okay. So this is TU, how many flights? A bunch. These are a bunch of bombers. Okay, Rage Flight 3. He's moving to intercept. He's kind of in position now. Just trying to get him in front of him. We really want to mark the point at which they launch, because, well, let's just do this. Let's look at the weapon. It's the K4 Kitchen. I think it's KS4, actually. Come on. Pause the game so I can get to the information screen. Let's click on AS4, and this 250 nautical miles. So, wow, that's pretty much now. That's very close to now. Yeah. All right. You guys need to turn to engage. What do we have? We don't have many options. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to tell the whole flight weapons free, I guess. Let's see what happens there. They are turning to engage, but they're down to medium-range missiles. So, this flight of bombers are going to get their shots off.
Roger, turn 284.
Okay. I was trying to position Rage Flight 1 between us and any potential contact to the north. And I'm going to continue to do that. We're just going to keep them there. Where's our carrier fleet? Let's just, I'll have them be like protection for the radar planes. Where is our other radar plane out? There it is.
Track 7014 is classified. Neutral air.
We're going to have his electronic warfare go in the direction of these bombers. So any kind of missile attack is blinded. Rage 9 is finally airborne. That's good. So we've kind of put everybody we had in terms of aircraft that were ready aloft.
Roger, go to altitude 350.
These guys need to come over here.
Roger, turn 277.
This bomber fleet is actually making a beeline for the islands. That's not good. Let's redirect Rage Flight 5 then. Actually, where's Rage Flight 7? Okay, 7's going there. 9 is going to go here. Yeah, we might have to defend Hawaii versus the carrier. So we'll keep Rage Flight 5 to the north in case we do get contact there, as we expect. And we should start getting a sonar buoy field out here. There he is. Okay, sonar buoy's coming up. Oh, here we go. We found him. This is the contact. Why are you guys not calling this out? Sink that.
Engage track 7064.
Head 1/3.
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering eye.
$16 nautical miles. That's a bad range. That's a bad range to be at. Let's see. Come left, steer course 110. All right, this guy's going to come in and conduct an attack. There's an air fight and a submarine fight happening at the same time. I have to keep going back and forth. And we're recovering aircraft at the same time. Okay, Rage Flight 3 is about to light up. Let's watch them. These guys are about to go to work.
Whip it away! Track 7064 is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
That's the attack on the probable victor. Highly experienced players in this genre would never volunteer to let the AI decide the offensive response. Oh, yeah. At some point, you got to play the game, right? That's the whole point. I was trying to follow the rules of engagement, but I know that these bombers are going to shoot the moment they're within range. That's kind of how this game works. It's rules of engagement. Rules of engagement for thee, but not for me, in terms of us versus the AI.
Hit track 7064.
That's a submarine. He might be dead. All right, we're going to let him think about his life decisions for a little bit. That submarine. And attack him again if we need to. It would be cool if you could team up with other players and designate... Oh, that's true. That's kind of what we're doing with Carrier Command. Me and the Discord moderators were working on getting together for a stream. And we're going to put together a small team of people to operate the radars and the logistics, the air support. We're all going to have our roles.
Fox 2. Kill track 7058.
These guys shot everything. They're down to guns.
Buoy away. On station.
Did they launch? No, they didn't. Okay, good.
Track 7063 is history.
Yeah, he's going for gun kill now. We'll watch this.
Track 7063.
All right, Soviet air threats have been neutralized. Carrier
is
group remains
history.
intact, battle ready. U.S. air superiority remains firm. The enemy tests our defenses and failed. Closed. Does that mean we won?
Roger, RTB. Buoy away.
These guys are going to need a boat. I'm going to send somebody out there to pick them up. It didn't say the mission was over, so we're going to keep going. I guess we won the air battle.
Buoy away. On station.
What about this submarine? Well, I mean, I'll shoot him again, but he should be sinking. He's had 2 Mark 46 hits. That's a bad day for anybody.
Buoy away.
Let's we're doing 5 knots. All right, let's go firing point procedures on Sierra 6-4, Master 2. Oh, never mind. Okay, Pearl remains secure. Your carrier group successfully intercepted, neutralized Soviet strike package before any cruise missiles. The Soviet submarines would either destroy or force break contact. Yes. Tensions are escalating. Well, I mean, we're sinking them, so yeah. The enemy is making their move. Prepare the battle group for the next fight will be heavier. Colder, heavier, and decisive. Okay. All right, let's go on. Let's go to the next scenario. Oh, the Victor was destroyed. He finally flooded out. It was a Victor, by the way. Awesome. Okay, we won.
Buoy away!
I think. There we go. All right. Oh, there was still an unknown objective. We got the decisive victory, though, so that's good. I wonder what the unknown... I think the unknown objective might have been to find the surface fleet. If they were even there, to the north. I don't know. We never saw them. All right, we're going to take a short break, come right back, and play Scenario 3, Frozen Gate. I'll bring the orders up for you again so you guys can read them, see what this scenario description is. Hey, Sir Lurkalot, how are you? Welcome to it. No battle plan survives contact with the enemy. That's very true. Yeah. I don't know who coined that term, but they were right. Holy smokes, this is a very large scale. All right, well, you guys can read this, and we'll be right back. This one looks complicated. I might need some help. Might have to call in some people. All right. What do the words say? Let's read the words. Okay, increasing Russian naval activity in the Pacific is launching the first full-scale amphibious invasion attempt. Whoa. They're going to try and land troops on America? Good luck with that. Soviet amphibious task force is moving south through the Bering Strait. Oh, they're going to Alaska. Yeah, you know what? They would probably combine that with like a airborne drop. It wouldn't just be a land-sea invasion. It would be a combined effort. That was one of the things that was a real potential because the Bering Strait gets really narrow, and you know you could do a surprise attack either direction. So that's what they're going to try and do here. So Carl Vinson is off map supporting the engagement. Oh. So we don't have the carrier, I guess. Task force, including surface action group, is deployed. Intercept enemy force. We have 2 submarines. Yay! We have the Los Angeles and the Bremerton. Expect heavy missile volleys. They're taking our carrier away and putting us in a heavy missile fight. That's not good. Cripple the Soviet escort group. Neutralize any submarines. Optional. Can do, no problem. Commander's intent. Destroy the invasion force before it can escape to the south. Has the invasion already happened? What do you mean escape? I guess we don't want the invasion force to get into the Pacific is what it sounds like. Okay. That makes sense. Maintain aggressive defense, air defense, and intercept any bombers launched. So we're looking at bombers, a surface action group, escorted by submarines, escaping or moving to the south. Okay. This makes sense. What is our rules of engagement to start? Order of battle is we do have the Carl Vinson. It's providing air superiority and missile defense. Okay. We do have a separate surface action group, a SAG, composed of an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. Yep. Los Angeles and the Bremerton, operating to interdict and destroy submarines. Okay. Additional information. This is a high-risk, high-reward engagement, timely and precise engagement of the Soviet escort group, preventing amphibious force. Okay, cool. Got it. So Air from land, an unknown invasion fleet transiting, looks like southeast, escorted by multiple submarine groups against Task Force 96.3. Good mission. Sounds good. Same information's here from Commander Daniel R. Shepard. Should say 4, right? Yeah. St. Lawrence Island. Okay. Same information. Loss. Oh, mission fail will be if they make it out of the Bering Strait or we lose 60% of our vessels. That's fair. That's fair. All right, so let's pause it and take a look at the big picture. Holy smokes. We're way up at the top here. All right, so we got a P3. We got Los Angeles. We got Bremerton. This is a bit of a choke point. It's a big-ass choke point, but it's a choke point. So we can't let them get to here. We have an AWACS. So it looks like we don't actually have the carrier. So the description was kind of right, saying that it's off the map. We just have the air assets. What are the scouts here? What's this? Oh, those are the, okay. Yep. So we've got some F-14s. What kind of loadout are we talking? What kind of missiles they got? Not many. Oh, there they are, Phoenixes. Okay. Jolly Rogers, Phoenixes. Black Panther is, harpoons. Okay. Harpoons. And then most importantly, this is going to be our primary focus, is this is the Bunker Hill. Oh, wow. We have a whole line abreast. We have the Leahy. Senator Leahy was a very famous senator. Had a ship named after him. Good man. Oh, we got the Ingram. That's a Perry. The Fife. That is a Spruce. And finally, we have Oldendorf. He was a Nazi. I'm just joking. That's his German name. Okay, cool. I don't know why this guy's off by himself, but whatever. Okay, we're going to unpause. Let's put some...
Multiple air, surface, contacts detected. Multiple hostile, surface, contacts detected.
Let's put some aviation assets up. All right, here we go. Okay. Hostile.
Bandits!
All these guys are hostile. Who's this? 23 knots. Yeah, I don't know who that is. All right. So, first things first, let's get Black Aces up. Jolly Rogers. Where's my aviation plane? Hold on. Oh my God, there he is. Radar's on. Excellent. All right, Jolly Rogers. Let's start with you guys.
Roger, go to altitude 3700.
I'm going to put out a range scale marker. Just see what kind of ranges we're talking about. So they're 150 nautical miles away. So they do have a missile advantage on us in terms of range. But yeah, that's a buffet for a submarine right there. We're going to eat. We're going to eat well today, boys. All right, what kind of speed are we? We're doing 5 knots. We're very shallow for some reason. Oh, that's why we're shallow. Holy crap. That would be why. You need to get off that. Let's... Oh, I could do it. We could do the funniest thing right now. We could do the funniest thing. Let's check this range first, okay. This is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. All right, Los Angeles, let's bring you up to periscope depth. We're going to get some orders. We're going to give them new commands. Periscope depth.
Making my depth 36. Dive by. Turn to course 225.
Bremerton, are you shallow as well? Boy, this really is wow. Huh? I don't like that at all.
Turn to course.
Yeah.
083. Hell my. Roger. Turn 333.
All right, got the helicopters up.
Roger. Turn 303.
You know what I'm going to do? Is we're going to maneuver these guys
Turn
over
to
here.
course. 083. Hell my.
You guys are fine. Black Aces, let's get you guys up to a decent altitude here.
Roger. Go to altitude.
Send them to 20,000.
2, 0, 0, 0, 0.
So I assume this guy's going to be doing a racetrack pattern, so he'll come back to the west. Let's see what kind of he's got ECM, yeah. So he's out there. He's looking at our radar signatures. The world's loudest aircraft in the world. It's a large turboprop powered by strategic bomber. It's a missile platform, counter-rotating, yeah. Very powerful surface search radar called, I think it's Big Bulge. Yeah, Big Bulge A. Can see 259 nautical miles. We'll say 260. So they're basically looking at us. They can see us right now. There's nothing we can do about that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get our F-14s, the Jolly Rogers, in a position to take him out. These guys are MCON. Radars are off. They're trying to be sneaky. But I really need you guys to be over here. Unless this guy turns around, which he should. But what we don't want is this Tu-95 flying right over the Los Angeles whenever they launch. Because that won't be a good day for that submarine. 19 knots. What's this guy doing? 23 knots. Okay. Did I give everybody orders? I don't know if I gave everybody orders. He's got an order. He's got orders. Let's just kind of go through everybody real quick. Make sure everybody's doing something. What's your altitude? 30,000 feet's fine. Bremerton, we definitely gave orders. Okay, scouts. These guys are looking for submarines. So I expect a submarine to be in this vicinity. So I'll send them right there. I'm just guessing, by the way. I don't know. Black Panther. These are my Harpoon boys. That's fine. No, you know what we want to do? Think about the geometry of this Harpoon attack. We want to attack these guys in line, so the guys at the rear can't defend the guys at the front. If you were to attack this line of ships broadside, all 6 ships could defend each other. If we attack them from the front...
New air. Contact detected.
The front ship can defend himself until they get a little bit closer, than the second ship and then the third ship. Eventually all 6 will be defending, assuming they have the range. So I'm going to maneuver my Harpoon planes down to the southeast, attacking southwest or northwest. And we'll just take out the lead ship. And after he sinks, we'll take out the next one. And I'm hoping this Tu-95 turns around. I don't know if he will. We're going to compress a little bit of time because everybody has their orders. We're waiting for everybody to get on station. Our Phoenix missile has a range of about 80 miles. Yeah, I'm trying to get these guys close. So let's do some math here. A little bit of math.
New air. Contact detected.
He's not turning at all. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Oh, the scouts. Black Aces. Okay. You know what we're going to do? For Black Aces, I'm going to light off their radars.
Air search on. Radar eye.
That should draw the attention of any aviation assets towards VF-41 to the south here.
Air. Contact detected.
Yeah, you see how Tu-95 immediately turned around? He might have intended to do that, but it could be because... There we go.
708 is classified.
Hostile.
Warship.
All right. Black Aces.
Track 7003.
Put a weapon on this
classified.
knucklehead.
Hostile. Engaging track 70. Fox 3. Engaging Fox 3. New air. Contact detected.
VF-84.
7004 is classified. Hostile warship. New air. Contact detected.
Sorry, it's about to get really busy here.
Engaging track 7009. Engaging track 70. Fox 3. New air. Contact detected.
Who's this? That might be a civilian. This guy's definitely not.
Track 7011 is history. Track 7011. Killed track.
That was a missile.
7012.
Oh shit, we're under attack from the west.
On station. Splash track 7013. New air. Contact detected.
He's hostile.
Track 7009 is toast. Fox 3.
We got the radar plane. They're having a good time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my attacks, I think.
New air. Contact detected.
Yep, he's out. God, who is this?
New air.
483
Contact
knots.
detected. Killed track 7014. Track Roger. Turn 097.
Where's my scouts at? Alright, SW plane. Let's have him put a sonar buoy field right here.
Confirmed.
Yep. Let's go ahead and break apart this formation. Disband it.
New air. Contact detected. New air. Contact detected.
Black Panthers. Let's get on them.
New air. Contact detected.
1,000
Roger.
feet.
Go to Roger. Turn 331.
VF-41.
Engaging track Fox 3.
I think we just missed the missile shot. Yep.
New
if I keep their aviation assets back,
New air.
that'd be best.
Contact detected. New air. Contact detected. Fox 3.
They have a lot of helos.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
There he is. He's way too close.
Killed track
Open range.
7010. Track 7026 is history. Multiple air. Engage track 703. Fox 3.
Mark his position. Oh, I'm playing at ×3 speed. No wonder everything's happened so fast. I was like, man, I can barely keep up with this. We are back to real time now. Holy smokes, he's too close. Okay. Are we on course yet? No. All right, let's get let's check fire that.
Ceasefire track.
Immediately head up there. We are going to save the Los Angeles from
New air. Contact detected.
that guy. Trying to keep him out of the baffles. We also need to increase speed. Get back down to 90 feet. Shallow above the layer.
Make my depth. 336. Dive by.
Yep.
Track
All right.
7029 is classified. Hostile submerged
Oh,
submarine.
no. That's really bad news. I got to put a weapon on him. Oh, my God. Like, immediately. I want him evading. 5 knots. Are we on depth?
On station.
No. Head 2/3.
New kill track 7033. Track 7033.
That
is
Oscar's
classified.
really bad news, dude.
Hostile helo.
Like, you guys don't even know. That is, like, really bad news.
Fox 3.
All right. This guy needs to haul ass. Like, give me everything you got.
Roger, Buster.
I'm going to make him defensive right now. Salvo to fire.
Engaging track 7029. Whip it away.
I want him to
Track
think about something other than me.
7029.
Shoot. Let's turn on his radar.
Surface search on.
If that
Radar
Oscar
high.
shoots, we are going to lose ships. A lot of ships.
Roger, go to altitude. Roger, turn 284.
I want him torpedo evading, not preparing to launch. I don't even care if those torpedoes don't hit him.
On station.
I just want him running from them. I'm buying my little VS-24 guy. I'm buying this guy time. He needs to haul ass.
We'll go.
Rogov. Krivac. Awesome. Jolly Rogers? No. Black Panthers. Ugh, were they?
Multiple hostile air contacts detected.
I know. That sucks. I'm trying to find my right.
Track 7036 is history. Track 7036 is classified. Hostile helo.
Okay, here we go.
Engaging track 7007. Salvo fire. Engage track 70.
I'm throwing the kitchen sink at these chuckleheads.
Salvo fire. Whip it away. Whip it away.
Okay, so you guys as a group are Winchester.
Roger.
So
Turn
head back to
114.
base. He's turning to engage the Black Aces. I'm going to move Black Aces out of the range of that Krivac.
Roger. Turn 161.
What kind of anti-ship tomahawks do we have? We got a couple. Here we go. This one. This is not as coordinated an attack as I wanted it to be, but once I realized the kind of air defense these guys have,
Engaging track 7007. South Bulldog away.
I need to pause for 1 second because
7007.
while it's not coordinated with the first attack, it needs to be better coordinated than just... Oh, he's too slow. Where's Bunker Hill? Bunker Hill needs to work. Let's get you up. Oh, he's only got 5. Wow, that sucks. Okay. We'll shoot all 5 then. I don't know if he'll let me do a salvo 8, but I'm going to try. He's only got 5 of these missiles. If I say shoot 8, yeah, he won't do it. Okay, let me... I might have picked the wrong missile. Hold on. Right here.
Engaging track 7007. Salvo fire.
Those Ivan Rogovs have immense point defense. Very good point defense. But it's also very short range. If I knock out the air escorts, they're not air escorts.
Away. Track.
Air defense escorts that are ships.
007.
We can pick them off one at a time.
Buoy away.
I'm really focusing on this large radar contact because I think it's a Utiloy. I'm just pulling that out of my rear end too. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's look at his radars. Yeah. I see. I rest my case, chat.
Buoy away.
Okay, this guy did counterfire, which was expected. He's evading now, which is what we want. You...
On station.
The Hound of the Hunters, right? He's fleeing to the north west. VS-24 is going to knock him out. If we get lucky with these harpoons, I can redirect the anti-ship Tomahawks. So this was a an ASROC, essentially, a sub-rock torpedo.
Buoy away.
Oh, look how he's doing a depth search. That's really good.
Buoy away.
Nice. He's searching all
Buoy
depths
away.
and doing a circle. Which is why we're
Buoy
leaving
away.
the area.
Buoy away.
I'm
Buoy
going to start
away.
launching active sonar buoys with my helicopters. Black Panthers are falling back because they've shot all their missiles. Rogovs have turned around, so that's a good start. Let me reposition my marker here. All right, there's the Krevac. On the right is the Utiloy. There's a lot of missiles heading to both these boys. Hey, Vulcan Rider, yeah, definitely go to YouTube if that bothers you. YouTube has much less ads than Twitch. We're on the Sonar and Steel channel right now. Sonar and Steel.
Hit track 7008.
This is the Utiloy.
On station. Engage track 7029. Salvo fire.
Okay. Oh crap! Can I not redirect these guys? Oh shoot! Oh no! Okay.
Buoy away.
Never mind. I can't retarget these Tomahawks. That stinks. Oh well.
Engage track 7001. Bulldog away. Track 7001.
Come on.
Bulldog away. Track
He's cavitating.
7001. Multiple hostile submerged submarine. Contacts detected.
Good job. We found the other submarine. What did I want to do? Oh, sonar buoy. Yeah. Huh. Typically, we do the sonar buoy first, but I was in a hurry. Where's the other sub at? Hello? I don't know.
Multiple hostile submerged submarine. Contacts detected.
I think those are the countermeasures we're hearing called out. There's our target, maybe? No, it's a noisemaker over there. I think. So these torpedoes are just doing a slow circle. They're not looking at the submarine right now, but they will in a few minutes. Just got to be patient.
Buoy away!
Okay. It's a lot of anti-ship missiles. I expected another submarine to be over here somewhere, but we just haven't seen it
Buoy
yet.
away!
Oh, Jolly Rogers, what do you guys have? Oh, they got some Mark 46s. Do they have any sonar buoys? Oh, no, they don't. These are fighters. Oh, pause. There we go. Our torpedoes finally got around to looking at the Oscar. All right, that's one hit on the Oscar right there. Apologize for the noise. Noisemakers are loud. That's the name. Did he take a hit? I don't see any damage. What the fuck?
On station.
Okay. Let's engage another. These all should be above the layer. Jeez. I just realized I put my sonar buoys down in the mud. Probably why we don't hear them. Oh, come on. Okay. I guess it wants to do one sonar buoy at a time. That's fine. Okay, Oscar's running to the south now. We just got to stay on top of him, keep him evading. He's not on our baffles. We're watching him. Los Angeles is tracking him. Well, we should check that. Let's go with information. I should have 688 Los Angeles. No. Okay, Los Angeles does not have him. Interesting. Now, these two Mark 48s will not give a darn about any decoy he launches.
Buoy away!
These things will straight up go in and murder that submarine. These things are terrifyingly good. In my time in the Navy, I did a lot of torpedo exercises. And man, good luck running from a Mark 48, dude. The Mark 48 and the Mark 50, that airdrop torpedo, those things are very good. And you just got to run and chuck every single countermeasure you have on board. And hope to God you buy yourself enough time to outrun it. There's no way this Oscar's getting away from a Mark 48. All right, looks like the second torpedo is on a noisemaker. That torpedo, so here's what should happen. The torpedo that's locked onto the noisemaker, the decoy, if you will, it will go through the decoy and it'll do a counterattacks pattern, and then it'll reacquire the Oscar and kill it. Yeah, that's how that works. The torpedo, you know what's funny? I'm going to shut up. So, the torpedo eventually will figure out that it's a countermeasure. So I'll leave it at that. The one we're watching is the one on the countermeasure too. This one's tracking the... This one here is tracking the submarine. Yeah, the submarine's right there. There should be a torpedo. Where's your buddy at? Your buddy's confused. Okay. Just gonna, we have some time, so I'm going to drop a whole pattern over here. Because there might be more than just this Oscar. This Oscar is probably escorted by something. Probably another submarine. So I think I've been dropping these sonar buoys into the mud. So I'm going to make them shallow. So I don't do that again. Okay. And let's go with active sonar buoy right there. So Krivak and Noodleoy are gone. And we're just going to launch some anti-ship missiles at the rest of these chuckle faces.
Buoy away! Engage track 7002. Salvo fire. Bulldog away.
How many anti-ship missiles do you have left?
7002.
Yeah, I did not do a very good job of missile management, but that's okay. No. Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay, that's a log screen apparently.
Buoy away.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start targeting these dudes one at a time.
Track 700.
I'm deliberately leaving spaces
Salvo
between
fire.
flights. Like we're not gonna launch any missiles for a few minutes.
Bulldog away.
Let
track,
this one flight go,
track
do damage, allow that target time to sink.
703.
The only thing I'm really
Buoy
concerned about right
away.
now is... Oh, the P3. Oh my god. Oh good. He's on station. Yay. So, while VS-24 gets ready to... Oh, here we go. Like the torpedo already went through the countermeasure and reacquired the Oscar. I wish we had seen that. I would love for you to see the pattern the torpedo does. It's really cool. Oscar gonna go away. So he'll flood out, sit on the bottom. This will probably turn into a Kursk incident because these may not kill him,
Hit track
but
702.
he's definitely going to sink. He's going to flood out. Yeah, so he's got flooding problems. He's going to need a new ballast tank 5.
Buoy away.
What is that, Bravo? Alpha. 5 Alpha. Yeah, he's going to need some dry dock time. Alright, so let's mark his position. Come on, man. Give me my cursor. There we go. He's right here. We're going to drop another... Well, he's going to finish his sonar buoy pattern. And P3, I'm going to get him down to 50 feet if I can. Yeah, 50 feet.
Roger, go to altitude.
I'm going to do a magnetic
50.
anomaly detection pass.
Roger, turn, roger.
Right over
turn,
top of him.
3, 1, 1.
We should get a spike. We should get a spike from his...
Buoy away.
I wish they would have gave me harpoons on this guy. This guy could have helped attack the fleet.
Buoy away.
Oh, he sank already. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Shallow water. Like, if you were to sit on top of the submarine, you could see sunlight. And, yeah, a lot of survivors. Cool beans.
Buoy away.
So the P3 will fly overhead. Drop some life jackets down to him. Oh, there we go. Roganoff's turning around, baby. All right, so the point defense on this thing, they have a number of point defense
Buoy
guns that are
away.
very good. Let's see if we can see them. That's the pop group radar for the point defense. Here they are. You see these little AK-630s, these little round turrets? These things will put out thousands of rounds a minute.
Buoy
30
away.
millimeter, it's a fat round. And it'll knock down some incoming harpoons for sure. So we got bass tilt or base tilt right there. And we got pop group. Oh, there we go. This is for the SA and what is it? Oh my gosh, I forget. 4, 8, 6? It's one of the freaking missiles. So pop group is going to control this pop-up SAM. And, I want to see the freaking name now because now it's bugging me. In chat, what's the SA missile on the Roganov? Or Rogov? Sorry, I'm adding extra. SA-4. So the SA-4 is controlled by Pop Group. This is the missile system that failed. What was the Slava class that got sunk in the Black Sea by the Neptune missiles a couple years ago? If they had this system turned on, there would be a chance of at least them shooting down incoming fire. So what will happen is, why is that not turning anymore? Huh. Well, if they turn this on, which I assume they will, this pop group will turn towards the direction of the threat. These doors will open, and then a twin rail missile launcher will pop out. It's a short-range missile launcher, and they'll get at least 2 shots off. There we go. Now it's turning. Okay. Also these guys. So he'll kill a missile. He'll kill a missile. He'll kill at least 1, and I shot 4. So 1's going to hit. Probably. I'm just doing the odds at this point. You know. And we'll watch the attack happen. These are Tomahawks. They have twice the size of a warhead of a harpoon. It's 1,000 pounds, essentially. So it may take more than 1 hit to sink this ship. Oh, I shot more than 4. Holy crap. I shot 8 at the first one. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, this is going for the second one. Oh, this is cool. For some reason, these guys are ignoring the first Rogov and going after the second Rogov. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. There's another... Okay, there was an escort in the back, too. Probably a Krivak. Semi-large. Could be a Udaloy. I hope it's not anything more than an Udaloy, or else we're going to have a bad day. But we should start seeing defensive fire here in a second. So we'll watch this. Yep, there they go. They're popping chaff. I just saw a surface-to-air missile go across the sky. So what's cool is this ship is busy defending his shipmate next to him. And so he has less guns defending himself against the wave that's right behind us. That's like 100mm gunfire right there. That's anti-aircraft fire. Hey, listen, you throw everything you got at incoming missiles, right? I don't blame him.
Track 7-0.
Oh, that's 1 hit.
0-2.
This guy's going to have a bad time. Yeah, he's toast.
Track 7-0-0-2 is classified. Hostile.
Let's
warship.
check his buddy over here. This guy should take a hit next, I would expect.
Hit track
oh no.
7-0-0-2.
That's a support ship right there. That's a big one. We got to get that guy. Okay. Oh, this is good. Get him. Get him.
Hit track
Nice.
7-0-0-6.
We got 2 hits on the tanker or cargo ship back there. This looks like an at-sea tanker, maybe? It doesn't have the arms for it. Oh, it does. Yeah, it's right there. That's a tanker for sure. It's almost like World War II era.
7-0-0-2.
All right, we damaged multiple vessels. Very happy with that attack. Oscar's toast, so I want to reposition my P3. Well, he's got to drop the life vest first. After he drops the life vest, we're going to reposition him.
Roger. Turn 176.
Yeah, Rapuchka, a Rogov, an Alligator. Alligator would have like troops and stuff. Yeah, tanks right here. Yep. They never made it to Alaska. Unless we pick them up and take them there. I suppose we could do that. Do we want to launch another? Let's launch another flight. This is a big flight right here. I've got 4 more missiles on the Fife. Let's use them. The tanker that we hit with a Tomahawk should burn down. I mean, good luck putting that fire out, right? But we saw how good the damage control was on that little KGB trawler, so they might put it out. Let's launch 4 more We have 5 for some reason. One must have got saved. Let's launch a salvo of 5 at whoever's left. Probably going to be this guy.
Engage track 700.
We'll watch the launch here.
Bulldog away. Track 7004. Bulldog away.
Bulldog away.
Track 7004.
Look how big the Tomahawk missile is whenever it launches. Compare it to like this superstructure here. It's almost as big as the superstructure. It's a big missile. All right, I think we can stop running. What speed is the Bunker Hill at? Yeah, let's slow down. So as a fleet, as a group, navigate to ahead 1/3.
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering aye.
Let's make sure Bremerton has a towed array out. It does. Great. So, yeah, we don't see a submarine over here yet. That's why we're going to move these guys back. All right, so it looks like the... yeah, we already kicked out the life jackets over the sailors. Let's go ahead and move our...
Roger. Turn 212.
And I'm going to do an ASW search all the way down using my MAD antenna. That's this antenna hanging out the back. That's why we're staying at 50 feet. So we could fly over a submarine, potentially, and we'll get a spike when that happens, if that happens. Also, we could take our Los Angeles and just move him south. I kind of want him moving perpendicular to their expected travel, because then the towed array has the best opportunity to do its job. He's doing 10 knots as well. We're going to slow him down to ahead 1/3.
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering aye.
And when the towed array gets stabilized, we should have very good detection ranges going west. And the Bremerton, with its towed array, has very good detection ranges going north. And in between those two, we have multiple aircraft searching for submarines, including helicopters. So, actually, this guy's about to run out of fuel, so let's go ahead and send him home.
Roger, RTB.
I've got a handle on the situation now, so we really don't need their assistance. So let's go ahead and grab him. We'll send him home as well.
Roger, RTB.
And so now we're just going to watch the missile attacks happen. So far, it's been pretty successful. Speed up time a little bit. Remember how I put time gaps between each flight? That's to let the ships, change position. A sinking ship can sink even more. That way there's less doubling up on targets. So when you attack, you want to attack with a tight group. But then you wait a couple minutes, and then you do a tight group again. And you want that group to be as tight as possible in terms of time. From the first Tomahawk to the last Tomahawk, you want less than 30 seconds, depending on the size of the group. So, and that's what we have here. We have a group of 4. We're looking at the very last Tomahawk in a group of 4. So we should see some, fire in front of us. They may shoot a couple down, but this 4th one should hit. Oh, crap. He already redirected. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, crap. Okay. Well, this Rogov is going to get a free shot at it. Hey, let's see if we can watch the... let's see if Pop Group's going to work. Pop Group should be working right now as they fly by. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, here we go. Yep. And shoot. Nice. Yeah. I bet the Russians wish they had that on their cruiser in the Black Sea. They did not. I'm not sure why these Tomahawks decided to go after the other target, but that happens. A Tomahawk is a very smart missile, and it will go after what it thinks is the biggest high-value target, and that could be what happened, potentially. The problem with that is he's running by the entire fleet with all their point defense shooting at it. And right now we're just getting very lucky that they're not all 4 destroyed. So right now luck is on our side for some reason. That's rare. It's usually not the case. So that's the first one.
06.
Here comes number 2. The anti-air fire's falling on the ship. That's hilarious. Hey, sometimes you shoot your buddy, man. That's all it is. All right, that was a looks like an oiler. Yeah, he's toast. That was 4 Tomahawk. That's 4,000 pounds of ordnance on him. That's not good. Not good. All right, next flight's coming in. Our P3 is repositioning. At this point, it's almost methodical because they don't seem to have any additional air cover. And I don't see another... Oh, this is a warship right here. So they do have some escort.
On station.
The problem is the warship was in the rear, and he's trying to get to the front to replace the Utiloid. I don't know how effective he is because we didn't see any fire from him from the... Yeah.
Track 7006 is classified. Hostile warship.
So we finally got a classification on him. So the Tomahawks going after this alligator should redirect, because guess where the alligator's at? No longer on the surface. So that'll be interesting to see how the AI approaches that attack. And my P3, I just want you to drop some Sonar Boys shallow for me. Surprised there's no submarine here. Just like that.
Confirmed. Roger. Turn 016.
Tell you what, let's just do that.
Roger that.
It's not exactly how I wanted to do it, but I'll make it work. All right, so while we're waiting on the missiles to transit, I'll read a little bit of your chat, your messages. Micro animations in this sim are amazing. Yeah, all the little bells and whistles on each ship work, and there's a lot of vessels. I've never counted them, but dozens and dozens, maybe over 100. Aircraft, yeah, if you count aircraft and land units, and they all have radars and the animations of the missile and even gunfire. There's tanks in this game. They have trucks. And they all have little animations on them. They've done a lot of work. So a lot of credit to Triassic Games. A very small team. That they've the team has grown over the years, but they started out with just 3 guys. And as far as I know, the 3 guys are still like the primary principals, and then they contract out a lot of stuff, of course, as they can. So if you enjoy this type of stuff, man, definitely check it out. It's called Sea Power. It's available on Steam.
On station.
Steam as a website is having a big sale right now. I know a lot of the games in my shopping cart are half price. I'm probably going to buy them just because they're so cheap. So I bought a bunch of tabletop games. I've got the tabletop games over there on my table, but I want to play them on my PC, so I'm buying the digital version of them. I love tabletop wargaming. That is so fun. That's my jam. But it's definitely a period thing. It's because I'm a child of the 80s, right? A teenager of the 80s. And that's where I learned, before we even had personal computers, I learned how to play war games on a table with dice and tables. A table with tables. So anybody that's familiar with tabletop wargaming, there's always a lot of reference sheets. That's what I mean.
Booey away!
Very, very old school. We were in time 3 compression. That's why this missile looks so fast.
Booey away!
This is subsonic. It's compressed. Oh, did anybody retarget on the Rogoff? They did. See? Oh, wait. Oh, no, they didn't. This ship right here is going to get the best view in the fleet of a flight of Tomahawks going down the port and starboard side at the same time. Yeah. He's trying to chaff him, but... Oh, yeah, let's slow down time. Okay, we're back to real time. Oh, he is shooting at him. He's trying to get him. He's like, boy, these Tomahawks sure are bad. They're actually going after the ships behind him. These guys are going to start exploding. Yeah. Oh, no. Listen, comrade, it's time to get the life raft ready. That's all I'm saying, okay? At this point, these guys need to be heading back to home port. Vladivostok, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's the closest home port to here. Whatever's on the Kamchatka Peninsula. I forget the name of that port. Yep. Your buddies did not fare as well as you did. What? How is this guy shooting? Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, this guy's the one that... Okay, he's shooting. For some reason, our Tomahawks are trying to sink a already sunk ship. Which that makes no sense. How's this guy doing? Oh, this guy's pretty good. This guy's in the rear. He has survived quite a number of attacks. What about this guy? Yeah, he's not doing so well. So this is the Rapucha here. As you can see, he's got more guns than missiles. He doesn't have the SA-4 that the other guy has. So this is a little door that comes down and they roll right out of the back, all the vehicles.
Buoy away!
Alright, let's not get target focused. He's about to lay down some sonar buoys. He's got a buoy field here. I mean, maybe there's no submarine over here. I suppose that's possible. What we're going to do is we're going to sink all of these ships, and we should probably get a victory message at that point, I expect. I'll tell you, but let's give Los Angeles a chance to earn a medal here.
Make my depth 3-6. Dive I. Turn to course.
We should go up to periscope depth and close
0.
range.
Hell my.
I'll see if I can get close enough to fire and sink anything. Oh no, he's not going to be close enough. No way. Alright, it's time to launch another volley. Who's got missiles left? Anybody? Not you. Oh yeah, you got a bunch. Let's do another flight of 4. Salvo of 4. Let's make sure we hit this lead ship this time.
Engaging track 7-0-0-1. South Bulldog away. Track 7-0-0-1.
I'm gonna do both flights at the same time.
Engaging track 7-0-0-5.
Put this Russian fleet out of its
Salvo
misery.
fire.
Yeah, so the Tomahawk anti-ship missile, we had this in our submarine inventory until about 1992, and then Congress took it away from us. I think it had something to do with a treaty signing. And so we couldn't shoot submarine-launched, long-range, I think they called them intermediate range, but whatever. It was long-range for us, anti-ship missiles from a submarine. Harpoon was fine. We had lots of harpoons. Couldn't shoot the Tomahawk for some treaty reason. See, message, your task force successfully intercepted the neutralized the majority of the amphibious fleet. Destruction of the high-value transports was done, excuse me. However, long-range radar and satellite tracking confirmed continued Soviet naval buildup throughout the Western Pacific. Multiple carrier and ship formations are repositioning in the Kuril Islands. That's just north of Japan. The pace of operations is accelerating. The opening moves have been countered, but a wider conflict is far from over. Okay, it didn't say we won, so we're going to keep fighting. Okay, now, yeah, there we go. Ah, there was still a hidden mission objective. Again, I don't know what that one was. If it had let me keep playing, I'm sure we would have found it. But we essentially won the scenario. Didn't want to waste our time. I respect that. I'm glad they didn't just have us keep fighting for no reason. Because we were shooting fish in a barrel by this point in the scenario. Anyway, really fun scenarios created by Hooligan. These are all free, by the way. They're on the Steam Workshop if you're familiar with Steam. If you own this game, you are. And I highly recommend it. I think we're going to wrap it up for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I want to thank everybody over on Kick, X, YouTube, and Rumble for joining us. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. This is good times. Cold War Clash. That's a silly little photo there. That was made by AI. It did a terrible job. AI is not great yet, but it's getting there. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.